Gabriel Martinelli arrived at the Brazil camp with the kind of momentum defenders dread: Premier League sharpness, Champions League minutes under his belt, and confidence that now reads like authority. At 24, he shed the rawness of his early international call-ups and carries the kind of hunger that turns selection chatter into headlines. This El Alto fixture is not a friendly photo op. It's a pressure cooker exam where altitude will sap lungs and concentration alike, and where the smallest decision, the timing of a run, the choice to hold the ball, will be amplified by the stakes. Martinelli knows that. He's spoken often about wanting to contribute, to be ready whenever the coach calls, and tonight he has a chance to do it on a stage that tests both body and brain. His club form at Arsenal means he no longer needs to prove his talent. What he must now show is consistency, tactical maturity, and the resilience to perform under national expectation. If he presses and runs with intensity, Brazil gain another weapon who can stretch low blocks and punish turnovers. If he struggles with the altitude, it could hand a rival a psychological edge heading into larger tournaments. Either way, Martinelli's night in El Alto will ripple into selection debates, talking points in the press, and the confidence he brings back to North London. Beyond the tactics and the oxygen meters, there's a human story. The boy from Guarulhos who rose through local academies to land the number 11 shirt at one of Europe's most scrutinized clubs. Representing Brazil is still, for him, an emotional summit: the flag, the anthem, the family in the stands. And that emotion can become a source of ruthless focus or, if mishandled, a weight that bends confidence. Coaching teams at both club and country have been careful to manage minutes and load. Modern preparation is as much scientific as psychological, blending recovery protocols with high-altitude simulations, tailored training sessions, and careful in-game substitutions. For Martinelli, that means trusting routines he's developed at Arsenal while adapting to the collective demands of a national side that needs freshness and flair in equal measure. The puzzle facing the staff is straightforward to describe and fiendish to solve: how to add pace and unpredictability to Brazil's attack without compromising structure or energy late in games. Players like Martinelli give managers the tactical levers to flip a match: sudden wide runs, angled dribbles that open channels, pressing that forces mistakes. But they must also demonstrate they can maintain the engine when oxygen is scarce. Tonight's performance will be watched from many angles. Opponents scouting his movement, pundits measuring his impact in seconds, and teammates seeing who runs the hardest when the air is thin. If Martinelli moves with intent, finds pockets behind tired fullbacks, and links cleverly with his midfield, he forces opponents to react, and in that reaction he creates space for others, reshaping Brazil's offensive map. If instead the altitude slows his legs and his first touch deserts him, critics will point to fitness and rotation, and managers will have to weigh short-term form against long-term plans. The headlines after the whistle will try to compress a complex physical and tactical contest into a single verdict. The truth will be nuanced, filled with small details: a missed pass, a recovered ball, a timed run, that together tell whether this night was a breakthrough or a warning. For Gabriel Martinelli, the stakes are plain. Perform and you move from talented youngster to essential option. Falter and you return to the club with questions to answer. Either outcome will shape conversations long after El Alto's thin air clears.